Are you living the Delaware Beach lifestyle? You can't live at the beach and do nothing. This up-and-coming year-round area has lots to offer. Find out where to eat, play, and serve. Living the ultimate dream.
Welcome to the 302 Lifestyle Beach Podcast. Your host, Dylan Ewing, with Noel Bowman. And we got Bowman Systems MMA Academy. This guy is rocking it with serving kids and adults in the community with giving them something to do and beat themselves up. No, but I went through it a little bit. And this guy, man, he is just kicking butt and taking names literally, just really impacting the community. And it's giving you a different way of life and looking at things. Without further ado, man, Noel, how are you doing, man?
Doing pretty good, man.
How did you end up in the 302 and how did you end up in business? What brought you here?
How I ended up here is I was working at a gym in Pittsburgh, and a buddy of mine, his name's Dave, he used to live down in Ocean City. And another friend of his was opening up a gym here in Ocean View. I was, just looking for a change. I was like 23, still living with the folks. Really wanted to get into eventually opening up my own mixed martial arts school, but I was in the fitness business, personal training, teaching, aerobics classes and things like that. Looking for a change of scenery. It was one of them things. I was just like, hey guys, I'm moving. That was it. Then I worked at the gym for a few years, trying to grind, get money reeled in, work on my credentials as far as getting an LLC and all that. And then finally, my roommate at the time decided to let me start training people in the garage. And that's how I started. Like a lot of guys, they start in the garage, started getting, laid down mats. Fortunately, the people I was living with, I also trained them too. So that worked. And then eventually I was able to get my own place, shared it with Eric.
Yeah, Eric Schreiber with the Custom Fit.
Yeah, him shared a spot down there right next to Al Casapola's there. We both knew we were both going to grow and start getting in each other's way.
Yeah.
So, it was time to split. He stayed there and I ended up, my wife, who's a licensed physical therapy assistant. It's Tidewater.
Tidewater. Tidewater Physical Therapy, right on 26 there. You'll see a sign out front, MMA. Now the funny thing is, when I drove past that sign over and over again, and I'm thinking MMA. And the only thing I think about is on TV where people were kind of kicking the crap out of each other. But when I went in there, man, you're doing a lot more than just that. It's training, it's physical training, it's learning how to maneuver your body. Tell us a little bit about actually what goes on, who you're serving, and all that stuff.
It's more than just martial arts too. So most of the time during the day, during the morning time, matter of fact, I got someone coming in a half hour. I do personal training during the day. So we do that, and then in the evening, I train kids, jiu-jitsu or kickboxing. Adults, I do boxing, jiu-jitsu, and Muay Thai. And like you said, most of the time when we're training, it's not like blood sport in here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like that. We're in here to have a good time. Number one, I always want to have an atmosphere of when you come in here, you sign up your family, and that's it. And you're going to be treated like that. No one's trying to hurt you. We're all here trying to learn and try to make each other better. You don't get better just by getting beat up.
Yeah.
You don't get better that way. And only 1% of people who train actually go in and compete and stuff like that. I'm not here to train competitors for the most part. My goal is to be a light in my community and help out in any way I can in the community. And like I said, give the kids somewhere to go. Something to do, keep their bodies active, keep them healthy, give them discipline. Adults, keep them active, especially at these times, keep them mentally sane,
Mm-hmm.
Exercise helps with that. And teach them something productive. Teach them some self-defense. Give them confidence. I know before the pandemic happened, I want to resume it after everything calms down. But every quarter, I had a free women's self-defense workshop.
Wow.
Every quarter, free women's self-defense workshop. Just number one, to get people to see that I'm here and know that I'm here, but also, like I said, to be a good influence on my community that I've come to love, and also give. I've also trained the local police. I try to train them at least twice a year. But like I said, with everything going on, everything's been put on hold as far as that goes. But I'm trying to get back to that. I have a really good relationship with the local law enforcement. Shout out to Chief Ken McLaughlin. Good guy, real good guy. And he really wants his guys to learn how to defend themselves. I think the biggest problem these days is these law enforcement, they don't know how to, it's just fake. They don't know how to fight. So they get in a sketchy situation. They panic a lot of times, and they don't know how to keep themselves safe and whoever they're trying to contain or subdue safe as well. And it's really important for them to learn that, because it only, like I said, it helps keep everyone safe, but it also helps the reputation of the police department. They hold themselves, they look more professional.
Love that, man. So I'm hearing that, and tell me if I'm wrong, but so you had your life going on, you kind of ended up started in your garage, and before you knew it, I mean, this is something you're just so passionate about. And anytime somebody like that has something that they're just naturally good at, it usually blossoms into something where they make money from it. But you just love helping the community. You're helping you're like the Mr. Miyagi of Ocean View, right? You're helping, the police force keep everyone safe. We got a huge retirement community here with a lot of families, and you're giving kids somewhere to go and practice, and just the mindset, and keep them active and give them something to do. So that's a great thing for parents to know. Then also for the parents or the adults, just not knowing what to do, kind of like myself. I just had, I knew that I had some time, and I wanted to better myself. And coming in, man, it was super not confrontational, or not. You felt like family coming in, and it was just really relaxed and easygoing. So anybody looking for something like that.
Speaking of the retirement community, also my wife, she's using her credential because she trains. So we have Parkinson's boxing classes for those with Parkinson's, because we know how good just boxing movement helps with folks with Parkinson's to get their brain and their body connected, because they have trouble with that. We also have a balance class that she teaches for people who have Parkinson's or MS, or just people who are getting older and losing their equilibrium.
Got it.
She knows the ways to cope with that, and to make their balance better, or to adapt to situations and stuff. So we offer that as well. So we offer from the young all the way to the old, to people with neurological issues.
All right, love it, man. So before we dive into some of the 302 and the lightning round real quick, because I know you got an appointment, how can people get a hold of you, man? What's some good plugs that we can put down here below where people can click and get a hold of you? Yeah,
sure. So the website is Bowman Systems MMA Academy.com. Also, you can email me at Noel. That's Noel _Bowman, the number 7 at yahoo.com. And also, you could just call 302-272-5879.
All right. Sounds good, man. Well, and for anybody interested, we'll put some plugs down there at the bottom. Yep. Facebook. I'll have all that stuff down there. So you guys can get a hold of him. All right. What's your favorite thing about living or working and having a business at the 302 beach here?
My favorite thing, honestly, is that small town feel. I come from a city, so I liked what was appealing to me down here was the slower pace. I'm from Pittsburgh, so I'm landlocked. I wasn't used to ocean. I was used to like lakes and rivers and creeks, right? So I didn't like the beach when I first moved down here. Didn't like it. Sand got everywhere. Yep. I was afraid of the ocean. I wasn't used to those currents. I'm like, give me a swimming pool, okay? I couldn't see what was. I didn't like that at all. That's but what I did to remedy that, I started training with the local lifeguards in the morning because a couple of them were my students. So they're like, come work out with us in the morning. And so I did that to make myself get over my fear of the ocean. And it helped a lot because the training they would do, like you were swimming in, 100 yards out to a buoy. And I was like, I'm not looking like no punk out here, not being too afraid to swim.
I love that, just overcoming fears, pushing yourself into the uncomfortable. And that's awesome.
That's how you got to do it. That's how you got to live life.
What's your biggest mistake being in business down here that somebody might be able to learn from?
Honestly, I feel that my biggest mistake was not seeing certain opportunities that were right in front of me. So I say that because I told you that I shared that spot with Eric for a little bit, right? This spot that I'm in now was available long before that spot I shared with Eric, and I could have had this spot, even though I was kind of told, like, by my wife. Wives are always right, guys. Just remember that. She go, you should look into the spot behind where I work. Now this area, it needed a lot of work, and actually I had the people to fix it and everything, but I was like, I don't feel like dealing with that. I'll just go share the space and it's already available. Yeah, there. I think I could have grown a lot faster. I would have been more ahead had I just taken the time, because eventually I had to do it anyway. When we split, I had to do it anyway. Come and take the time and get the place ready. So that's my one biggest regret, is that I should have just jumped on this place whenever. I should have been so stubborn. Don't be stubborn.
All right, so I'm here and listen to the wife and jump on opportunities. All right. So here we go, man. Lightning round. Best book, tool, or software, and why?
So the tool for the biggest growth for me isn't an object. It is a person. And in anything you do, you need to look out the people who are already doing it and are successful at it. And for me, that's my jiu-jitsu professor, Jim Thrift. This guy is a business monster, okay? And he has a school down in Calvert County. Are built a new one, purchased the land, built a new one, somewhere down there in Maryland. I can't remember the name of the area. And it just got built, and now he's already talking about building another one somewhere else. Wow. And he has the capital to do it. He's not, he didn't come from money or anything like that. But he knows how to grow a business. He's been there, done that, knows how to grow a business, knows how to invest in yourself. And I think the best tool for anybody going into any kind of business is to seek out those who are already in it and are successful at it, and soak up any knowledge or any wisdom that they could give.
All right, man. So I love it. So I'm not here just business. I mean, I've also done this in my own life. When you want something in life or business or any aspect, really, the people you hang out with, they say, your zip code will usually determine your life path because you adopt the mindset of people around you. But if you want something in life, find someone that's already doing it. YouTube, Google, all these things, find somebody that's already doing it. Yeah. I always say you're one Google search away from changing your life.
I have two students that are big time surfers. They travel around the world and surf. And I was like, Can you teach me? And I got out there and did it.
Man, that's awesome. So, all right, one more. What's the biggest myth business owners need to know the truth about?
The biggest myth, I think, would be a lot of people think they're going to own their own business, and it's not going to be. They're just going to, be self-sufficient and just don't work that way. You got to grind, and sometimes you got to take a hit. I know when I first opened, I started making less than what I was making when I was just working at the gym. But you gotta, if it's something you're really passionate about, you really want to do, you gotta grind and make yourself. Now there's, like I said, there's opportunities that you need to be aware of, that you need to take advantage of, and knowledge from other people that you need to take advantage of to make it not as hard as it needs to be. Because a lot of times we make things harder than they need to be. And I think that's why a lot of businesses fail, because a lot of people have this fairy tale myth about it when they get started, and they're like, "Oh, it's not what I thought. It's more work than I think." And they can't, they don't want to put the work in.
Last question here. What is one question I should have asked, and what's your answer?
I think a good question you could have asked was, what are my future plans for my business? Like, where am I trying to take it? Where am I trying to go?
Perfect. And what's your answer?
My goal is to be able to get a loan and purchase land for myself, house and business on the land. So it's not, cut out an expense of renting. That's my more immediate goal. And my more long-term goal would be purchase at least one strip of those row, open a school there, but not just open a school there and have someone run it. I want to fix up the apartments and only rent them out to aspiring entrepreneurs, to get them started. I want it to be more of a revolving door, like a jump start for them. I want them to grow out of that space and get another space so I could get somebody else who's trying to start in a space. So that's what I want it to be. And the school will always be there.
Wow. What an inspiration, man. That's awesome. And
the goal.
I wish you luck on that, man. And we're coming to a wrap here, but if you need to better yourself or your family or kids, or work on, being retired or anything you got going on, Noel and his wife, you guys definitely need to get in touch with them. You can reach him at his website, phone number, Facebook. Everything's going to be down below. And Bowman Systems MMA Academy. And Noel, man, I thank you for being here and being a part of my life.
All right, cool, man. Thanks.
All right, Noel. Have a good day, man.
You too, man. Appreciate you.
Wish you could spend more time having fun and less time with chores? Go to 302beachtalk.com to get $20 off a home cleaning. You'll be entered to win a completely free cleaning. Eat, play, serve. Sponsored by That Guy with a Broom.